happening, y'all? Today's video is about the Mazda CX-5. Primarily, this tire right here. This tire has a nail in it, and I figured instead of taking it to somebody to get it, okay. Whose dog is this? As I was saying, before I was completely interrupted, that was the neighbor's dog. They've been looking for this dog for like 3 weeks. Anyway, so I was saying that this tire has a nail in it. And I figured, instead of me taking it to somebody else, I will take a stab at fixing it myself. Now, I've never actually fixed or plugged the tire myself, but I've seen it done like 1,000 times. How hard could it be? Welcome back to the channel, me and Car Keys. Now, I don't have a whole lot of time because that is coming in our direction, so I gotta hurry up. So I bought this. It's a tire repair kit I bought off of Amazon from a company called Autown. All right, this is the inside of our kit. All right, looks like things, well, it was wrapped in plastic, but it looks like things are missing. Like it looks like something's supposed to be here, something's supposed to be here, something's supposed to be there. I'm not really sure. This is supposed to be here, I'm guessing. I don't know. Anyway, but it looks like the basic tire repair kit that I've seen. You have a those pliers that you pull the nail out. You have this thing where you widen the hole just a little bit. You have all your tire plugs here. You run one through the little hole there and run it into the tire and pull it back out. And you cut the ends of it off. At least that's what I remember. Like I said, I've never actually done it before. And then you have the lubricant right there where you put on here to widen the hole and put a little lubricant there so that it makes it easier for you to get your plugs in. So, sounds fairly easy. Let's see how it goes. And what do you know? They have instructions. So almost exactly what I said. You pull the nail, you use that spiral probe tool to enlarge the puncture. You put lubricant on this thing, and then you run your plug through, retaining plug, firmly pull the T-handle, leaving the plug. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. And you cut the edges off. Seems simple. Now, the other issue is I'm not sure exactly, well, I'm pretty sure it was this tire, but I did take this car to Mazda not long ago, and they did rotate the tire. So I think they rotate the tires. I'm not sure. Let me check and make sure. And there it is, right there. All right, something tells me that that's going to be the most exhausting part of the whole process, is taking the tire off. All right, so where's our... There it is, right there. Now I know a lot of you guys are gonna look at this and say, you could have left that in there. It's not really causing that much damage. And I partially agree, but it's also losing air. Also, interesting enough, notice the tire's wearing on the inside a little bit right there. Good thing we took this off. Probably need alignment. All right, now I'm literally just going to follow the steps. I want to pull it out. Now, I don't know how much air is gonna come out of this when we pull it out, but there it is, you already hear it. It is a screw, so there it is. And as you see, we are losing all of our good oxygen, but it's fine. All right, step 2, take our little spiral probe and make the hole larger. All you guys that are experts at this, feel free to tell me what I'm doing wrong. You know, I don't mind at all. So make the hole larger. Boom. All right, it sounds larger. Step 3 is get the added lubricant. You see it says Autown lubricant. All right, lubricant on the end of the tool here. I don't know how much you're supposed to use, so we're just going to use a liberal amount. I don't know. Take one of our plugs here. All right, stick it through. Yeah, that was kind of pointless, but okay. All right, there you go. Stick it through, and you work this inside the hole. In one direction, you leave this part up, and then we pull it out. You push that down to make sure it stays inside. So let's see how that goes. how much it's supposed to go in. It would have been smart to watch some videos of somebody else doing this before I tried it. But hey, here's what it is. All right, so that's, boom. Then it says, and I'm guessing that's good because I don't hear it anymore. Then it says to use, you push down on this piece here, push down on that and pull up really fast. So it'll leave this, the plug inside. Let's see. And that did not work. Let's try that again. I'm guessing I didn't put it in deep enough. This time it's all the way in there. There we go. Yeah. And then you cut off the excess with the included razor blade. Always cut away from your body, of course. And that is it. Now, of course, last we add some air in the tire and make sure that it's completely plugged. And we should be good to go. Now, honestly, all you tire experts, let me know how I did. Does that look all right? I don't hear any air coming out right now. So what we're gonna do next is put some air in the tire, and then we're gonna spray some water on this to see if it bubbles up, to see if there's any water coming out. I do remember that part. All right, for air, we're gonna use our trusty AUXBEAM air pump. And I've used this air pump for everything. Bikes, trucks, cars, balls, inflatable toys at the pool, whatever needs air, you can use this thing right here. We see we're 80%. All you do is it's already on car. There you go. It's set for 35 PSI. I'm gonna put it a little lower. 35 on the dot. 35 PSI. All you do is you put it on the tire. You put it on the put it on like so. Apparently it says 0 PSI right now, and you hit the power button. And you wait. This might take a while. All right, I stopped it at 32. So I wanted to make sure that it was holding air, and I noticed this was using all the battery power to fill up this one tire. So at 32, I'm gonna take this off and see if it's holding air. Feels like it. I don't hear any air coming out, but we're gonna do the good old spray water test. Spray bottle. I'm gonna do the good old spray bottle test. This is all I can find. It's cleaner, but I'm gonna spray it and see if it bubbles up. If it bubbles up, then that means it's still leaking. And it would be smart to just spray water and not spray soap, because it's just gonna bubble up. Okay, let's try that over. All right, so I just have some regular water. Let's just see what happens. All right, it's not bubbling up or anything, so I think we're good. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So the ultimate test will be when we put this back on the car. I'm going to put it back on now. Now, if this works, no. When this works, you all owe me, all right? You owe me. You all must subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, Me and Car Keys, it's a good time to hit the subscribe button right now. We're over here breaking records. Guinness Book of World Records. We're doing things that nobody's done before. No person, no man, human, woman, child, nobody's done this before, all right? You must subscribe, right? I just plugged a tire for the first time in my entire life, and it only took me 15 minutes. So, let's get this back on. All right, now that there's some sort of weight on it, we will know for sure if it's actually losing air. Now I'm gonna take it around the neighborhood in just a second just to make sure also, but it looks pretty good so far. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put our air pump back on. I told you we only stopped at 32 PSI. I believe all the tires are around 33, 34 PSI, but it should be fine. So another way to check, see if it lost some air, because it should start losing immediately if it is. Number one, you'd hear it. I don't hear anything, but I'm gonna put the air pump back on. It should be at least 30 PSI. You know how when you take the nozzle on and off, you always lose your head. Here go, psst. That means you lost a little bit of PSI, so it should be somewhere around that number. See, you always lose a little bit right there. So let's see what we are on. According to our pump, we are at 32. There we go. You can't see that. We're at 31 PSI. It said 32 at first, now it says 31. So we should be pretty good. I'm gonna put it up, back up to 32. Let's put it at 33, just to make sure, and then we'll take it around the neighborhood. All right, and we should be good. All right, so let's take it around the neighborhood, see what we got. While we're going, I'm gonna charge this back up just in case we need it. And it's just a regular USB-C at the bottom. Down here, actually, you have several ways of charging it, but I always use the USB-C because that's where the charge symbol is. And it actually charges it a little quicker. It doesn't take long to charge either. It's at 32%. Give it like 20 minutes, it'll be up to like 80%, so not bad. All right, would you believe that this little bitty screw, now it's not even a little bitty screw now, I don't know what it looked like before, but look at the end of this thing. Of course it went through the tire. Look at that. It's insane. Anyway, if you're watching these videos, my videos are a little out of order, right? And there are reasons for that, and I'm gonna do a whole video explaining why my videos are out of order and why I haven't been posting as much as I have been. It's not on purpose, but we'll get to that. If you look here, I don't know where this screw came from. We have no idea, but this is my wife's car. This is my wife's daily driver. She had a nail in her, she had a screw in her front driver's side tire. I also had a nail in my front driver's side tire. Coincidence? I don't know. I don't know how that happened or where it happened or how, I have no idea, but it is what it is. So we got both of them done. As you should have seen the last video or the next video. You'll see what I'm saying. All right, had to go change my shirt. No way my wife was gonna let me get in her car all dirty and sweaty like that. No way. I wouldn't have done it anyway, especially with these seats. No way. I also brought a shirt to sit on just in case. All right, I just got out of the neighborhood, and one good sign already. The tire pressure, the TPMS light went off. So that's good news. That means we have good tire pressure. So we should be good. I'm just gonna take it around a little bit further and see how it holds up. There you have it, y'all. We got it done, y'all. It is holding air. That's what I'm talking about. It feels good to get something done. It feels good to learn something new, y'all. If there's something you want to try and you've never tried it before and you feel like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, give it a try, okay? You never know what you can get done once you give it a go, all right? Feels good to actually get something done. So, of course, tomorrow we're gonna come back and check and make sure that it's still holding air before. Matter of fact, let's check it now. We are at 32, perfect, 32 PSI. That's what I'm talking about. So, got it done. Feels good, like I said, feels good to me. Go ahead and affirm my statement. Feels good to get something done. It feels good to learn something new. You know what? I think I want to start me and Car Keys roadside service. I can actually do that right now. Now, I'm gonna say this too, if you don't have an air pump, get one, all right? This Auxito air pump, I can't remember how much it costs. I'll put it on the screen when I go check it out, when I go look it up when I get back inside, but get an air pump. This is a must for any garage, any vehicle, right? Put it in every vehicle, get one, all right? Trust me, link in the description below. Now, thanks for watching another video on the Me and Car Keys channel. Like I said, if there's something you want to try out, something you want to attempt to do, don't worry about it. Just do it, all right? You'll be surprised what you can get done once you actually put your mind to it and try it out. Now, I know it's not a big deal to a lot of people. A lot of people plug tires, but I say I've seen people plug tires my whole life, and I've never done it myself till today, all right? We're gonna wash the Mazda very soon. I'm sorry. We're gonna get to it, okay? Don't worry about that. Thanks for watching this video on the Me and Car Keys channel. Thanks for watching this video of me learning how to do something and teaching you how to do something if you didn't know how to do it before in the process, all right? Motivation Crew, that's me, that's you. That's what we do, y'all. Please subscribe. I'll see you next time.